Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and I would like to apologize right now for making this video private. Yes, the reserve signups are now private, no more reserving, and basically, I want to make sure that there are at least a few spots left for guys to sign up on Friday who cannot reserve. I feel like, I especially felt this way last night, that they were going so fast, and that, it would be totally unfair to those who are not on the reserve list. I'm not necessarily a fan of doing this, but on the other hand, those guys on the reserve list kind of almost deserve to, get reserves. I mean, especially the Chick-fil-A Cup Series veterans, and I do that because they essentially have careers here on this channel, and they basically make this channel what it is, and I feel like my excuse for giving them reserves isn't too good. But we're gonna figure this out here for future seasons and stuff here on Napa Fan. This reserve list is bigger than the amount of cars in the series. That's a problem. I admit the mistake on my part there for doing that. But we're gonna figure this out for future series, especially with series of this size. This is one of the small series that I do here, and trying to do reserves like this for a series this small isn't too good of an idea. But anyways, all those guys you see listed, they're going to be in those rides for the 2017 Haas IndyCar Series. They already got them, but no more reserving is allowed, basically to let everybody else who's not on the reserve list to get at least a slim chance at getting one of these cars. I feel terrible that so many of them are taken, and I definitely should have thought this through before I did it, so I admit the mistake on my part. But that's just the way it is, and I'm sorry. So I'm sorry to giving those reserves to everybody. I want them to have a chance, because they have, careers on this channel, basically. I don't know if I already said that or not, but, they've been around for so long, especially guys like Bartow, Samadio, Grattan, Turner. Those guys have been some of the absolute biggest supporters of this channel. They've been in every season, or most of them have been in every season of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. They just have supported this channel like crazy, and that's why I want to give them reserves, I mean, can't blame me for doing that. But I do admit that this reserve list is almost too big, and we're going to have to figure something out here. So I'm thinking the next time we do a series, because the next series that we're going to do is the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, that should not be a problem, because there are 36 cars full-time, and we should only have maybe about 20 guys reserving beforehand, so there'll be 16 left. I don't think that's going to be too much of a problem, but for a series of this size, it just does not work out, and I got to apologize for that. It's my fault. I should have, figured that one out a little bit earlier. I mean, we did this for the Air Electric Pro Series, and it actually worked out pretty fine. I believe there are still 10 cars left, and that's a pretty good size. But here it is Tuesday, the signups are Friday, and only 8 are left. And I admit that that's a mistake on my part. So I'm thinking that the next time we do a series like of this size, I think once like 15 cars are taken, we close the reserve signups. And right now the reserve signups are closed. Nobody can sign up at the moment. You're going to have to wait till Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time to do so. So I'm sorry to all those guys who were on the reserve list, who did not get a ride, who normally can reserve but didn't, and can't now because I closed it up. I want everybody else to have a chance, because not everybody's on the reserve list, and they all deserve a chance to get a full-time ride. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. I admit the mistake on my part. I've done mistakes like this plenty of times before, but I hope you guys aren't too upset. So that's why it went away. I just didn't want all the cars to be taken before we did the signups, so that guys who aren't on the reserve list get a chance to sign up for a full-time ride. So yeah, we're going to figure this out next time we do a series of this size. It's going to be a while probably before we do a series of this size. But keep in mind, I also got Indy Lights here. 13 cars still available, and still all the Indy 250 cars. All the Indianapolis 250 only cars are available as well. And also another thing, some people were a little confused by the Indy 250 cars. The Indianapolis 250 is a race within the Haas IndyCar Series. So everybody here is going to be in the Indianapolis 250, and everybody here is going to be in the Indianapolis 250. But these guys, that's going to be the only race they're going to be in the Haas IndyCar Series. These guys are going to be racing the full season. These guys here, only in the Indianapolis 250, only the final race of the season. So yeah. Anyways, I'm sorry about closing it up, and I'm sorry to everybody who wanted to reserve, who didn't get a chance to and can't now, but I want to make it fair to everybody else who isn't on the reserve list, and I do admit that there is a mistake. I mean, it's a kind of a flawed system. I'll try to figure it out without having to cut off anybody off the reserve list for next time. But I'm thinking the next time we do a series like this, once 15 cars are taken, and we close the reserve signups, and then, you know, then it's the regular signups for everybody else. But that'll be a while before we get to a series of this size. And when the Chick-fil-A Cup Series comes, it should not be a problem because there are a good amount of cars in that series. But anyways, thank you guys very much for watching and understanding. I'm sorry I had to do this, but I just want to be fair to everybody else, so can't blame me for that, right? So yeah, I've been talking long enough. Thank you guys very much for all the support on the 500th race that was uploaded earlier today. I don't really ask you guys to like the videos anymore, basically because I feel that's just selfish. But you guys have already given me 15 likes in that thing, and I can't thank you guys enough for all the support. And you guys loving it. I'm running out of breath right now. I don't really talk too well like this, so I probably should stop now. And yeah, I think that's it. So thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you guys for all of the support, and I hope you guys enjoy what's coming up here on this channel. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you guys later.